A very warm welcome, match day 2, AFC Champions League Elite, and our focus is on Chengdu Rongcheng up against Gangwon. This is the way that the league stage of the eastern section looks. 12 clubs in each section, east and west, all looking to make it through to the round of 16 and the knockout stages. It is a fabulous arena, huge sporting arena. Phoenix Hill Sports Park football stadium, over 50,000, and a club captain who says these fans are among the very best in Asia. In those red shirts and black shorts, the hosts today, who have made real progress, upwardly mobile, and today facing Gangwon from Korea Republic, who started their campaign with a success against Shanghai Shenyue on match day 1. Chengdu going down but playing well in a 2-1 defeat at Ulsan, where they conceded very late on, and there an illustration of the sort of support that this home team can enjoy. It has been a success story in a very short period of time for Chengdu. They're in the all-white. Today's opponents, Gangwon, looking to make it 2 out of 2. Runners-up in the K-League 1 last season and up to qualify for this, the most prestigious competition in Asian football. Two teams will be out very shortly indeed. And they will walk into a terrific atmosphere. Those home fans have seen them excel in the Chinese Super League. They are now second, just a couple of points adrift of Shanghai Port. Finished third in the last campaign. They have maintained that momentum. So here we go then, match day 2, and for the hosts, they looking to put their first points on the board. The visitors from Korea Republic hoping for more of the same after their opening day victory. much to look forward to then. How will the visiting side cope on the roads, and with this sort of home support to contend with? And will Chengdu bounce back after that defeat? Well, no Delgado, who scored in that Champions League Elite Open. A Dutch defender, Timo Letcher, is also one to miss out, along with Li Yan. Chengdu Rongcheng starts, Yuan Min Chung and Yindi Hao come into the side as well. Show wearing 8s will captain Chengdu, our match officials, and of course once again VAR. Who is the captain of visitor side? There is confirmation of our match officials, and for that matter the video match officials, all set to go. Well, for Gangwon, Gabriel and Che Huan Tan don't feature this time out in the starting 11. Kim Sin Chu and Kim Chu Yan both start. It's a 4-4-2 formation as they look to make it 2 out of 2 in this competition, and those are the subs, 5 allowed. In all whites, the Koreans. All mic'd up, ready to go. We are underway in the red. Chengdu decadence in this AFC Champions League Elite, and very much upwardly mobile. Gangwon will look to certainly quieten and silence this home supports as they settle early on. Kim Han-ho with the captain's armband, and a recent recruit in Kim Sin-chu, on loan from FC Seoul and drafted in to the lineup today. And for the success in recent times of Chengdu Rongcheng, Gangwon K-League 1 runners-up in 2024 as they forced the pace in the early moments. Visitors runners-up in that K-League 1 division in 2024, their highest ever finish in that domestic competition. They smashed expectations, and they have a early corner which Hongju will take. He scored against Shanghai Shenyue in their opener. It's a decent ball swung in, and a first real test of that Chengdu Rongcheng defence. Felipe, the experienced Brazilian, back to help out defensively. It'll be more of the same from Hongju. Another early opportunity which the keeper has to deal with. Jin Jiao to just push that away from the danger zone and sets the home side forward. During their last two league games of Chengdu, including a 1-1 draw with Shanghai Shenyue. In search of a round of 16 berth, but a very long way to go. It's left there by the captain wearing 8, Tim Cho. The Super League title tilt is very much on. Chengdu with themselves a free kick. Teo, just the drag back on the shirt, and the referee awards the free kick. There's the Brazilian Romelu. Si Jong-won is the man in charge of this Chengdu side with a free kick opportunity. Felipe on the edge of that 18-yard area, along with the others in red. That's knocked into that penalty area. There it is. Felipe to try and bring it under control and set up an opportunity for a teammate. Close down quickly with that first-time attempt on goal. In there, Kim Han-ho involved, closing down quickly, snuffing out the threats. This is who it's out. This right-hand side. Some early possession for the home side. First season for them in continental competition. Already on the score sheet in this competition. Decent enough ball to try and open up that home defence, and just runs behind for a goal kick. Mastermind a success on the road for Gangwon. We can understand why the Chengdu skipper Tim Cho talked about the support that his club enjoys. He believes it's up there as Asia's finest, and sees this competition as a real opportunity to put the football club on the map, on the global stage. For the player the receding end. Jin Jiao again in goal for Chengdu Rongcheng on board. Test that defence and bring Felipe into play. Brazilian influence of Felipe, with a dozen goals in the Chinese Super League this campaign, and of course another in Romelu. It's a bit deeper, scored a couple in their last league match, and Brazilian influence they will look to today. There's a little bit of space with options both sides. Some choose the involvement from the off, gives them another option going forward. And the coach changes the side that won, of course, their opening game. He looked on this near side for Gangwon. Until he'll continue his run forward, may not be required. Keeper decides best to beat that away and behind for the corner. It's a run of Gangwon full straight at the keeper, who concedes the corner. To the side, and And an early opportunity inside 11 minutes and another set piece. Captain to take and towering that own goal with work to do in a very congested 18-yard area. Swung in, it's up and over. Just couldn't get any direction, so he'll take. Gangwon founded as recently as 2008, and when you look at their K-League 1 performances last season, it is another example of a side very much on the up, and now these two clubs step into the unknown and face each other, looking to make names for themselves. Must be one of the best atmospheres to play your football in, something that the visitors from the Korean Republic must deal with. Chul to tidy up support from Kim Tae-il. Crowded out and Towers clearance. So he'll take Chul's ball. Options on this near side. You look to try and cut in, and plenty supporting in the final third of the pitch. Beaten. Look to maintain the momentum. Free kick away on that opposite flank as they test the home defence through their captain Kim Hang-hoo. Skipper's reward, a free kick of his own, supported by Hong Chul. So effort of Hongchul to drive that in. And on that occasion, Jin Jiao untroubled. It's Chengdu side, just impressive in domestic competition this season, but playing an attractive brand of football. Deterred by that setback at Ulsan on match day 1 when they lost 2-1, a very late goal, but plenty of positives to take from that overall display. Well, we've gone well past the quarter of an hour mark, but no let up in terms of the vocal support. Showing a new experience, opportunity to show what they are all about. Continental stage, it is Target and Felipe got a head on it. Again, dealt with defensively. Just running out of play, able to take the opportunity to open up and test the visitors' defence with pace, but not able to make something of that opportunity. So much to look forward to for Chengdu with the stages of the Chinese Super League, and sitting pretty in second place, 2 points away from the team who are top of the table. Exciting times. Gangwon 7th in the K-League 1, joined it in the 2009 season. Club with recent history, but made enormous strides, particularly in the last 12 months. Well, the visitors have navigated successfully the opening 20 minutes. Remember, on match day 1, they were able to celebrate a success against Shanghai Shenyue off the mark, points in the bag. plenty still to do, as they bid for the round of 16 qualification. Second opportunity to get away. Seen too much so far of the Brazilian striker Felipe. 6'4", 33 years of age, big part of his side, having joined them back in 2021, and it's his ball that sets them forward again with the Israeli Gofinkel to make inroads and then find support. Involved again, a player who represented Israel at youth level. Chance to get in towards Felipe, dealt with it the first time of asking and away for a corner. Romelu with the responsibility. As the corner counts. Chengdu with a 3-3 draw in the Super League last time out. Phoenix Hill Stadium proven to be quite a spectacle. The home team who continue to probe for an opening. Gangwon side set up well defensively and more than capable on the breakaway. Bundled over, but able to retain possession and play is allowed to continue. Rongcheng, player who joined this year after that spell at Chengdu. Again trying to turn away from his marker. He's the man in question. It's Kim Sun-chu we saw there in picture. One of the players brought into this Gangwon side. It's a decent enough ball. Can they make something of it with Fontel to create? Look. Turn of the away side to try and exert some first half pressure. Finkel's there to provide the clearance. Just the first real talking point, and the players unnecessarily getting involved in that incident. Just the I was going to say the follow through, but not a lot in that. To calm things down from Chengdu's point of view. Their captain Tim Cho had a couple of spells at Wigan Athletic and Ross County, born in England, pulling the strings in their midfield as Felipe gathers things up. Space. Oh, it's out, invited forward. Finkel. Hoping for a free kick that never arrived. Well, they've dealt with the threat so far from Chengdu Rongcheng as we head closer to the half-hour mark. Well, stamped on his foot. Well, his apology. And there is the foul count. Oh, two clubs to make a name for themselves, two coaches very much on the up. This time gets the better of Gerfinkel. Chengdu's progress, started the playoff win over Bangkok in August to book their place in the league phase. Yellow cards. And just caught there. Sliding follow-through challenge. And the booking for who hits out. It's been a long, successful journey for Chengdu to this place, progressing through that Chinese football pyramid to take their place in this coveted competition, and with a chance to make an opportunity count, but that was rather wayward from a decent central position, somewhat 20 yards out. Andy Howe would have expected to do better. Defensive slip. A long way wide of the intended target. This time able to deliver a cross, but not able to get it beyond the near post, and the corner is conceded. Romelu will trot across to take that. Kim Sin-Chu was the player back, providing some defensive cover there as the man. Able to get him away. Schweier among those to venture forward. And again, it's the trusted left foot of Romelu to try and make something happen. Free header and the volley. This time it is a breakthrough moment, and it is the captain Tim Cho who makes that volleyed effort count to spark celebrations inside the stadium with a captain's contribution, not dealt with, cushioned header, volleyed finish, advantage Chengdu. Just loitering and not picked up, Tim Cho, and that is the result. Hit with plenty of power, but a corner and a routine that works. Gangwon's defensive display undone, and the captain has his moment in the spotlight. Chengdu 1, Gangwon 0. It's a goal on 35 minutes. Now all about the response in the final minutes of this first half from Gangwon. Defensively had dealt with everything that came their way, but from a corner they will be particularly disappointed in the manner of the goal, the assist, the finish, the space provided for the Chengdu captain. And now their challenge becomes that much more difficult. Felipe turns away from one and wins the free kick. Normally standing over this free kick. In the ascendancy, clip forward. Felipe's header drifts wide. Four shots to 3 in favour of the home team. Back on Kim Han-ho. Kim Tae-oh supports from this man. Hong-chul gets forward, cut back, away. There's an opportunity for the visiting side, being able to come about. Put in by Hong-chul. Carry brought to a halt. And the noise levels increased since that goal from the Chengdu captain as we go into the last 5 minutes of this first half. The debutants in front. Schul's ball is a good one. Again, unable to create something of real quality in the final third. So far making the most of home advantage, a passionate crowd, a goal to the good. Enjoying their game first at home in this AFC Champions League Elite. Ball in. Gangwon victorious on match day 1, but now facing a different challenge. Caught out defensively, and despite the possession statistic, a match that they must now chase. Eventually on that far side, raised in an offside position. Good shot it was. Tiao looking again for Felipe. The stretch to get on to possession. Final moments of the first half, in which the Chengdu captain has provided the one real highlight. We'll wait for a board to tell us how long is to be added on. The end of the 45. It is just 60 seconds. To take him away and provide a cross. Gangwon collects that. The conclusion of a first half which has seen a single goal, and it is Chengdu Rongcheng with the advantage heading in at the interval. A goal that came from a set piece, poorly defended and volleyed home by the captain Tim Cho. It was the highlight moment for a club making their debut in this AFC Champions League Elite. And Gangwon from the Korea Republic with work to do in the second 45, half-time. Chengdu Rongcheng 1, Gangwon 0. Welcome back to our coverage of the AFC Champions League Elite, and it is Chengdu Rongcheng who have the advantage. A goal from their skipper, Tim Cho, the volleyed effort, the difference. Chengdu in the all-red, making their Champions League Elite bow at home with terrific support. Will Gangwon, who won against Shanghai Shenyu on match day 1, be able to sort of route back into this? Is Felipe trying to set something up? Well, for long periods in the first half, Gangwon defence looked solid, undone from a set piece, and one more to follow. Set-piece corner, Romelu takes it. First touch is a disappointing one, which allows Gafenko to steer that back into the opposition penalty area. One of the great success stories in the last couple of years, the continued rise of Chengdu as a football club through the pyramid, and now sitting second in the Super League and involved in this coveted competition. So Romelu's ball. To pick out his Brazilian teammate, Felipe. Success on match day one for the Koreans. The testing away trip has resulted in a single goal setback. Able to cushion too many opportunities, scoring chances in the opening 45 minutes. Needs to change to have any realistic chance of taking something from today's trip. Support that has not let up from the first whistle. Just relishing this new experience. Well, a dozen goals to his name in the league for the Brazilian frontman. This is Gafenko. Shui with the defensive support. Well, the visiting coach made changes. Kang Yun-koo in, Kim Sin-chu, a recent recruit, given an opportunity from the start. Jiao comfortable enough to collect and clear. Gangwon with two in their ranks who scored on matchday 1, Hong Chul and Ho Chul. Chengdu fullback who retires on a yellow card. Aside from that, match stats where one particular thing stands out, and it was that volleyed finish from Tin Cho. A bit too much space in the opposition 18-yard area, which he exploited fully. Gangwon, in terms of league results of late, wins over Pahang and Seoul, and a draw with Daejeon against the Suwon, sitting 7th at the moment in the K-League 1. Trying to find a route back into this in the early stages of the second half. Comfortable as a defensive unit. Chengdu. Able to escape for a moment, Kang Yun-koo. Choose ball, and the decision goes against them. Another attack comes to nothing. Ho Chul was on the end of it, straight into an offside position as that ball was played through. Uncharted territory for these clubs, meeting for a first time in this competition. with Finkel to take this throw in. To just keep the ball in play, but themselves a corner off Uniluk. It's their set-piece specialists once again. All square on the corner counts. Romelu caught on the volley, and then the follow-up effort is well wide. And was the player who, on the follow-up, just couldn't get his angles right. They come again, but a space for Romelu. Felipe's ball. Still a little away convincingly, and still no chance for Chengdu to knock a few passes around. Make something of the possession. The ball from Felipe. Gangwon had it back. Needing to find an improved second half performance, otherwise their 100% record after stay one is in real jeopardy. Kim Hang-ho, the captain, it's a midfield role. A lot of space on that far side. It's a decent enough ball, just couldn't make the vital connection, and then run out of play by Uniluk. This was a decent enough one. Few concerning moments for the home coach, So Chengwon. Charged since 2021. Continuing to take the club forward. To the final half an hour we go, and time for a change and time for the return. Vitor Gabriel played in the last game, and his return trying to, with half an hour to play, make something happen for the visiting sides. Kim Min-chun is the player to make way. Was sensed with an hour played. Temptation to change things around. Again with Gerfinkel to take. Sitting on a single goal lead then, Chengdu. Since the restarts, a little bit of trouble. Gangwon in the visiting goal. Gerfinkel's ball. Back it will come. Sincho's goal remains the difference. Gerfinkel into a decent position. Fight take it. Good link-up play after a really loose clearance presented. Chengdu with a chance. Felipe with the assist and just couldn't find the finish. Gangwon beaten Shanghai Shenyang 2-1 in their opening game. Chengdu, it's been about replicating domestic form with that second place position going into the final stages of the league season. It is extraordinary to think that in 2018 they were playing in the 4th tier and then consecutive promotions and reaching the Super League in 2021 via a playoff, 5th place 2022, 12 months later finished 4th, then 3rd, and they are sitting 2nd. It is an upward trend that they are looking to maintain. And now it opens up. And now they can stretch. That's Gangwon defence with Chengdu Rongcheng into the mix. Threat dealt with just. Clearance is a good one. They have Vitor Gabriel on to provide them with a different option, a new look to their front line. Needs something to happen. Gabriel loses out. It's the captain, Gangwon. No sense of urgency from the Koreans. Waiting for their moments. You look able to still run out of play. It is club football for Spal in France with Montpellier. Into trouble quite literally. She runs into having a look. Well, they'll have known all about this stadium and the form of Chengdu going into this. Gangwon in need of just finding another gear and something special. Not created enough. With Gabriel on, that might change. Gives them a new target. Pushed through the middle and furthest forward. They can find some decent service for him, for the Brazilian. Forward by Finkel with Chengdu Rongcheng in close support. And was curled attempt for Felipe. Possession in favour of Gangwon. Need to make something of it. Patient in their build-up at times, predictable, and making any genuine cutting edge if they can change that in the last 20. Slipped in with pace. to lift that forward. Another important defensive intervention. Defence put under a bit of pressure, as one would expect. Real sense of urgency so far from the team, who will be forced to come from behind to take anything from this encounter. That's a better ball in. Keeper was committed. Gabriel forward. It may just bounce kindly. Flash wide of that goal. It is a genuine chance. It was a wicked delivery. Jin Chao Kane couldn't get there. Gabriel's connection, an unconvincing clearance, and a volley that goes wide. That will encourage Gangwon. Done yet. It's the change. One team looking to shore things up, sitting on this rather slender first half advantage. It's the player that has been brought on. Final 15, and still for Gangwon much to offer, encouraged by what they witnessed a short time ago, you would suspect. Just need more of the same in the final 15 minutes. Certainly enjoying a better spell. Took out Hopotel. Double change for Gangwon. Chong on. tried to release Limu, maybe a second opportunity. Finkel getting forward. He's ready, remaining forward. A chance for the substitute, rather bundled off the ball. There's yellow already put out. A little nervy for those supporters. Such a slender lead. Captain to push that towards a penalty box, and Shantiao can bring that latest attack to a swift conclusion. Well, with Vitor Gabriel being brought off the substitutes bench, they a really decent chance at levelling things up. And that will provide them with certainly a degree of encouragement. See much of the Brazilian Felipe going forward for Chengdu recently. He remains forward with Lee Moi up there with him as well, being given the second half substitute. And now there is a little room for Finkel. Cut back and just forced wide. Not sure how much they knew about that as that ball was cut back across the face of goal. It's the best we've seen from Chengdu for some time. One perfect pass into space, Finkel away on that left, and there's the cutback which deflects away and behind. It is again Romelu to swing it in. Easy enough in the end for Gangwon in goal for what has been his only senior club. Kim Hang-ho. Again, no particular hurry in their build-up play, despite the fact that 84 minutes on the clock. Captain again, trying to prize an opening. Second chance to put the home defence under a bit of pressure. Kimson Chu's ball. Kim Chu-yan. Ball into the penalty box and losing possession, and then the tug back, a yellow card for the challenge on Romelu. The sub is cautioned, and it's another double change coming up for a side who are chasing the game. Ring the changes, but time is very much up against a team who enjoyed matchday one with that success at the expense of Shanghai Shenyue, but having fallen behind in the first half. Equaliser so far proved elusive. Time to change all that. Not much of it. Forward by Kim Chu-yan. Keep it in play, but in white anywhere close. Won it back with a rather loose clearance. This is all the way through. And another attack comes to nothing. There's the rather untidy challenge that resulted in a yellow card just a minute or so ago. Time for a change of their own. Gong is a last late chance. Dong Yinfo is on for Chengdu. on the brink of their first points in this competition. Chengdu just minutes away. One more ball towards that 18-yard area. Able to cope with that, and then that will be a free kick won by Felipe. Kim Hang-ho holding. Just gives them a chance to relieve a bit of the pressure in these final minutes. Well, they turned up in significant numbers to experience an occasion of playing in this Premier club competition. And we go into 4 minutes of added time. Well, a lot of football to be played in their bid to make it through to the round of 16 on their debut. But so far, so good. It looks as if Gangwon are going to come up just short on the day. If the scoreline stays this way, it will mean one victory apiece in opening 2 games, but there could be a late twist, a late opportunity. Seen so many goals scored in time added on. Forward it goes, and Diao's handling not to let him down. Chance to take Yin Di Hao off in the, minute and a half left. He's done his job. And his teammates on the brink of a bit of history. I think he will charge forward. Over hit for Lee Moyu. No cards is confirmed. Time is up, and it is another success for Chengdu Rongcheng, the club that has progressed through the Chinese football pyramid. As a footballing first today, their first points in the AFC Champions League with a captain's contribution. It came in the first half. It came from a corner that was not defended properly, and Tim Cho in space to volley home the only goal of the game. The introduction of Brazilian striker Vitor Gabriel suggested there may be a second half comeback for Gangwon, but they fell short and lacked the necessary quality in front of goal. A lot of football still to come, but for the moment, Chengdu have something to celebrate with victory against Gangwon by a 1-0.